Warning, we cannot stress enough that you shouldn't take anything we say seriously, or whatever our lawyer told us to say.
Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. It's me, it's Joe. Mr. knows random facts about being super clean, but this is a water bottle from, is this 3 podcast episodes ago? And
I don't know.
Is this one 5 podcast episodes ago? And hold on, wait a minute. There's a Zions.
Oh, that's from I think the third time we recorded.
This is from potentially months ago. But it's me, Joe. I'm the clean man. I'm the clean man. Wash your hands and also check your locks. But trash, leave it everywhere. Just leave it. And this is today's, so that's okay. I didn't even bring
This is today's. It's my favorite water brand.
Yeah, Ben, I just wanted to see what your opinion on my trash being left everywhere was. All right, you want to magically, through the power of editing, swap back to our seats? I was like, you should roast him on the fact that he has cans sitting here.
Yeah, I was going to clean them up, and then I was like, nah.
Ready to do a quick hop. Where's my microphone?
And through the power of dirtiness over here, I'm back. It's me, Joseph Himothy Cupits,
Joseph
the trash man.
I'm Joseph Himothy, the trash man.
The true trash guy.
Yeah, and my name is Ben, but I prefer to go by my car name.
You missed one.
Oh, there was another one. I prefer to go by my car name.
I hope they picked up that jangle over there.
They call me Benny Benz. If I was in the Cars franchise, that would be my name. What would your name be if you were a Cars character, Joe? BuzzFeed quiz, but our version, Taylor's version. BuzzFeed quiz Cars, Taylor's version. Go ahead.
Obviously, I'd be a bus.
Yeah, because he's bussing.
I would be Tommy the Trash Man, and I would just be a big trash dump truck.
Kiss, marry, kill.
Not because I got that dump truck on me, but because I'm big and trash.
Kiss, marry, kill. Sally, Flo, the hippie car.
I don't understand your question.
Kiss, marry, kill. Sally from Cars.
Did you know that there are people who are actually really attracted to cars?
I saw a tweet and it was like, Disney can't stop making fine cartoon women, and it was Jasmine, a minor. The dog from the one with the spaghetti.
Lady on the Tramp?
Lady and the Tramp. The dog. And then Sally from Cars.
How are you going to Google that to find that character?
What character?
The dog from the spaghetti Disney
if I were to
movie.
welcome to Google, I would type in dog from spaghetti movie. Let's see if it comes up. Dog from spaghetti movie, autofilled. The dogs from the spaghetti scene in Disney film are Lady and Tramp. Nice. Wikipedia, that's the first thing that comes up. All the YouTube videos are Lady and Tramp. And then 10 dog breeds in the movie Lady and the Tramp. Lady and the Tramp. Walt Disney was originally against the famous spaghetti eating scene in Lady and the Tramp. He thought it looked silly and not romantic. Disagree. I'm attracted to dogs. I got that dog in me.
Yuck. Did you know basically they made one royalty and one a man whore of a dog?
No.
Because one's a lady and one's trampy.
Yeah, yikes. Disney, the optics on this one don't look good. They're dogs. Do they really have rights?
Well, one of them does. It's a boy dog.
It's the boy dog. Well, that's quite the observation, trash man. My dog is begging to come inside.
Exposing my trash on air.
Speaking of which, send in your beef, please. That leads us perfectly.
Do you think that's gonna shame me into picking up my trash over here?
No, I fully expect there's going to be more.
I'm just gonna be
purposeful
hiding
trash.
it now.
Yeah.
This middle table has a door.
Yeah,
I'll just put them in there.
I didn't even notice. Kendall's the one that noticed. She came in here, she's like, because she works out in here. She's like, Joe just leaves his trash.
I threw one away like week like 2 or 3. Threw it in the trash.
Remember that? I forgot which week it was that you chucked it at the camera. That was crazy.
Is that still in here somewhere?
That one? No, I'm pretty sure I picked it up and threw it away. Cool. So, Joe, this one was brought in by Toe Mator. He says, do cars have eyes? And we're not talking, I mean, okay, I'll just leave it to you. You answer that.
Yes, but not where you think. Cars had it wrong.
Cars are storing the balls. Go ahead.
The headlights are their eyes.
It's true. Like in Herbie.
The windshield is when they got a person inside of them. What? The person needs to see outside
Why did
the
you
windshield.
say it like that?
Say it like what?
Person inside of them.
Sorry, my inflection.
What's that one movie with the Herbie Hancock? Herbie Hancock?
Herbie the hand car.
No, but you know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah,
one with
Herbie Fully Loaded.
Yeah.
So Herbie was an old movie originally. Same vehicle, and then they did Herbie Fully Loaded, which was just another story about Herbie, the little bug.
Where was the eyes?
I mean, if they had eyes, they were the headlamps.
Herbie Fully Loaded. Oh yeah. Yep, they were the headlights.
Because if their eyes were the windshield, then how would the people see?
That's true.
And Lindsay Lohan needed to see because, lady drivers.
Well, that means the car needed to see to make sure that nothing happened. Oopsie, a curb.
A follow-up question, do the hills have eyes?
The Hills, like the Weeknd song?
No, like the horror movie, The Hills Have Eyes.
What horror movie is that? Welcome to Google Hills horror movie.
Welcome to
The
Google.
Hills Have Eyes is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. What's that about?
No idea. I've never seen it.
Oh, you just know names of movies?
Yeah, I don't really like scary movies. Not really for the reason that you think.
Yeah. Ugh.
I just don't, I don't find them interesting or funny.
What happened to the family?
Well, actually, I
at
do
the
find
end?
them funny.
In the 1977 film, The Hills Have Eyes, the Carter family experiences many deaths and trauma. Bob dies. Sorry, guys. Spoiled it.
I love spoilers. That's my hot take. Spoilers are so good.
I don't like this.
I don't watch anything without looking up how things happen.
It's a cannibal movie. Why do you have cannibal movies on tap? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
I feel like that's like the third cannibal movie we've talked about on the show, and it's always led by you. I don't know cannibal movies.
I don't think so.
No, it is. I just looked it up.
No, I'm looking at it. I don't think it's the third one I brought up. I joked about Long Pig.
No, I'm not. But like, there was a cannibal movie. I feel like you brought up at least 2.
Well, The Walking Dead, there was a cannibal group. I might have mentioned them. Hannibal Lecter.
Because they were no, that was the Vampire Diaries. It's the racist vampires. That's not That's not cannibals. That's wrong. My fault. That mixed up.
Yeah, but I might have brought up The Walking Dead one because the guys were eating tainted meat.
Man, well, do the Hills Have Eyes? Is that the final thesis of that movie?
I have no idea.
What does the Hills Have Eyes even refer to? Let's Google it. Welcome to Google. The burps are back, baby, and they're here to stay. What does Okay, so my thing's just gonna. Can you Google it? My computer's being slow.
Bob Carter and his wife Ethel, along with 5 other members of the family, are heading for San Diego with their camper vans. An accident strands them in the desert, and while 2 of the men go for help, the others are forced to wait, and they're unaware that they've ended up stuck near the site where, decades earlier, nuclear tests gave rise to a group of mutant monsters who have developed a taste for human flesh.
The hills have eyes is a figurative expression that conveys a sense of unease or that someone's being watched.
So, yes, they do have eyes because these mutant monsters were nom-nom-nomming.
Yeah, because in this case, like, oh, I feel like I'm being watched. And it's like, no, you were. And also, they're inside of your skin.
Yes. Well, technically, your skin's inside of them. Because they eat people.
That's true. Amen. So cars do have eyes, in summary, and they're the headlights. Now, could they drive themselves without us pressing on their little gas pumps? Nuh-uh. Not sentient enough.
Herbie did.
Yeah, Herbie's a special boy.
Herbie is a short bus, if you know what I mean.
All right, so our first advice question of the day. You know when you like try to talk, but then words just don't come out? Okay, well, the first advice question of the day is, how do you deal with a creepy manager?
Does creepy mean not attractive?
No. No, I think it means like a manager's probably like hitting on somebody.
Yeah, but if they're attractive, then like, you know.
It's like that meme where it's like, hey, and it's like the guy's like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome.
Let it happen when it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. If you're creeped, I think creepy implies that this person is not attracted to them in any way, does not like their advances.
Well, that's kind of why I asked the question.
Well, if it's like creepy, if it's like, okay, creepy, you have to use certain criteria. You can't say creepy because you don't like them and they're flirting with you. You have to express that you don't like it. Well, okay,
I mean,
that sounds wrong.
Go to HR.
Or say, hey, stop hitting on me, creepy manager. Creepy manager? Stop hitting on me.
Kia's car.
Yeah. You could lay out a system of bombs in our water mains. The water.
Did you
mains,
say water veins?
Water mains. They should call it the water mains. Let's be real. But lay a system of bombs out in the water mains in your city and blow them up. But just make sure you leave lots of clues for Batman along the way as you kill the mayor, the DA, and all of those people, and then trap the city so that they all turn on each other in the end.
I'm not even sure which Batman you were referring to on that one.
The Batman, Robert Pattinson.
Because the water mains would have been Batman Begins. The DA and judges and all that, that was The Dark Knight. So leaving clues would be Pattinson, but none of the other things happened.
No,
in that
Pattinson.
one.
No, okay. Here's what he does. He leaves clues. He's killing all these people because they're corrupt, and then in the end, he places bombs that blow up. And there's dams that they blow up. So it wasn't the water mains, but the dams blow, and then the water floods the city. So I was close.
Nope.
That's okay. Besides the water mains thing, I was correct because he kills the mayor and the DA.
Okay.
So, correct. Water. There's one word I got wrong. You ready? Mains. That's the word I got wrong, and you're like, nope, it's all wrong. Mains was the only word that was incorrect. If I just said water,
he blew the dam.
Yeah, and then water came in. He blew the dam.
Yeah. Have you watched The Penguin yet?
I haven't. Is it good?
It actually very much is. Lots of murder.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I think they delayed the second movie again, though.
They did.
It's like 2027 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I don't even know 2027 if I'm even gonna like the Batman anymore. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna love the Batman forever.
Yeah.
Those are good movies. I hope they explore Bruce Wayne more. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, I hope Pattinson is a little bit more of that playboy Bruce Wayne. For just like they don't have to, but like I hope they do a little bit of that, and then because it's a trilogy probably. So I hope they do a tiny bit of like.
I don't think that's like the vein they're going again. I don't think he is that.
Or at least like philanthropist, like being like a rich guy in the city type thing, where he's not just like, oh, I'm so edgy and dark.
I think that's the character they're building, though.
Yeah, but if it's just that, then I'm a little bit disappointed. You gotta have some of that personality in there, some of that Robert Pattinson charm.
Yeah, but they've explored Bruce Wayne in the other ones so much. I think this one really is like he's Batman always.
Yeah.
I am Batman always.
Always.
Do you see the casting for Snape and the...
Isn't it a black dude?
Yeah.
I am not.
Yeah, so they're doing the series so they can focus more on the story, and they're going to get key characters who are described in there wrong.
Yeah. They're dumb. You could have done freaking what's his name? Kylo Ren.
Adam Driver?
Adam Driver would have been a killer Snape if you needed to recast that.
I think fan casting was like, yeah, absolutely.
The thing is, like, I normally don't love fan casting because it's like they just find mainstream actors, but Adam Driver looks like him.
Mm-hmm.
This actor they hired does not look like Snape. Alan Rickman and this guy do not look the same at all. While Joe's looking up whatever he's looking up, it's a key point story to tell that when we were playing beer pong essentially at a family event, Joe was not hitting his shots until he started in Harry Potter voices using Harry Potter quotes, and then he'd train every shot. So he like would do like always and then drain his shot.
No,
like,
because
no.
The form that I shoot best with is actually like this thing.
He just looks so stupid when he does it.
So it's just kind of like I don't know. The boy who lived come to die.
Yeah. Did that. He did you have to sacrifice yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you looking up, Joseph? What are you looking up, Trash Car?
The cast. Oh, they actually offered him the role of
Adam Driver?
Nope. The Papa Essediu.
Who?
The black guy.
You said Daddy of God or the Day? But you said Papa de Dio?
No, Papa Essediu or whatever his name is.
Oh, I thought you were saying him. I thought you were trying to say
this gentleman.
I thought you were okay. I thought you were trying to say black guy.
This is Snape.
I thought you were trying to say black guy in Spanish. I'm like, first off, don't. Second off, it's not Papa de Dio.
No,
The Day of the
because
Father.
that would sound racist.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I'm glad you didn't, but I thought you were just like pretending, and I'm like, it's definitely not Papa de Dio. Hey Joe, what's the word for? I'm just kidding. So who's in this series? It's Snape. Are they like, is it like the whole?
Are you ready? Are you ready to hear black guy in Spanish?
No, no. What is it?
Chico Negro.
I'm cutting that out.
What were you asking me?
First off, I'd like to disclaimer. If I decide to cut it out where it's only the words cut out, Joe did say the word for black and guy. He didn't say anything bad. I'm just not putting it on the thing.
I mean, it really is. It's just we used the second word very, very wrong back when, racism was thriving in this country.
Joe's ancestors know it well. Just kidding. So who's in this series? I don't even know what it's about. So is it like following Snape or is it following like Harry?
It's the Harry Potter books.
So they did that already. It's the movies.
Yeah, they want to go deeper in depth with the story, which doesn't make sense on why they're messing up the casting. When there are people who are specifically like described in the book, they should have gone and found that person.
So is it like okay? So like for example, in the Star Wars universe, right? There's the books that influence the movies, but the movie's the main canon, right? And then they have things on top of it.
The books were after the movies were made.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the movies are the main canon. Any books that were added could be legends. They could be added into canon. In this case, the books are canon, and the movies are a reenactment of that canon, right? With very few changes. Not anything big details changed, just like things like whatever. So is the series now an offshoot of the same thing, or is it going to be like they're pretending that like Daniel Radcliffe is a different person, or the Daniel Radcliffe and this new actor are the same person? It just shows what happened not in the movies.
It's literally the books, so it'll be as close to the story as they can make it,
Except for Snape's black.
so that it'll probably be. How many books are there? 6, 7?
Yeah, 6, I think.
No, there are 7. Deathly Hollows. So there's 8 movies. There's 7 books.
Okay, I get that mixed up.
So it'll probably be 7 seasons, and each season will cover one of the books.
You know, I don't hate the idea of that. But I'm assuming it's going to be like. But again, it's like a different take. So, for example, if they're in the same canon,
it's not a different take. They're just going more in depth with the same story.
Yeah, but my point is, if they're gonna do the exact reenactment of the books, then like in the Chamber of Secrets, when they go down to the cave, that scene in the movie, they're gonna do that scene from the books. So there's gonna be 2 different visual versions of that scene. So how do we know which one's the one that's the canon?
They both are.
Different perspectives?
What do you mean?
Hear me out.
It's not like they didn't change that scene for the movie.
I know. But like
they might have adapted some things.
I know, but like for example, the set will look different potentially. So like all that stuff could look different, or like the characters or what exactly they say, because the books, maybe in the movies, they change it slightly.
Correct.
So it's like, if you put them side by side, they won't be exactly the same.
No, because the movies are max 2 hours.
But I'm saying that
there's going to be probably 10 hours worth of show content per book.
No, I got it. I understand. But I'm saying the visual versions will be the same thing, but they'll be different.
Potentially.
That's weird.
How so?
Because now there's 2 different versions of the same scene. How do I know which is real?
They're both real.
No, it can't be. This isn't the multiverse. This is Harry Potter.
So Snape is described as a thin man with shallow skin, a large hooked nose, black greasy hair reaching his shoulders, and cold black eyes.
So they heard greasy hair, black, comma.
Yikes.
I think that's what they did. They put a comma between the black and greasy hair. That was the problem.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm here to help you, script writers of the Harry Potter series. It said black, greasy hair, not black, comma, greasy hair.
Bro.
Why? What? What's the problem? They cast him as a black guy, but he has black, greasy hair. Not he's black and with greasy hair.
I don't think that's the point.
And are they going to make him... Is he going to have the Snape hair? Is he going to have like a fresh set of waves or something?
Okay.
What's wrong with that? I'm just curious.
I mean, they're going to have to give him long hair.
That's fair.
Here's the thing. The only people who really want this are people who didn't think the movies did the books justice. And they're going to be pissed off because the show's not going to give the books justice.
Yeah. Also, I like how you're like, obviously they're going to do long hair, but they wouldn't do that. But they're making him black. So why wouldn't they change that key detail of hair?
Well, technically, he's described with sallow skin. What is sallow?
I thought it was shallow.
Me too.
Google.
Oh, this makes it even worse that they're casting him. Because sallow skin is a condition characterized by yellowish or pale discoloration of skin.
They're going to make him wear whiteface, aren't they?
So he's supposed to be really pale.
Hey, listen, don't do whiteface. That is wrong. Don't do it. We stand with white people. I'm not going to hold my fist up. It's okay. Do whiteface. It's all right. We don't care. On behalf of all white people, do whatever you want.
I think we got to go back to the last question. How do you deal with a computer manager? Not that. You said always.
Because we were talking about Batman, because I said blow up the
Yeah,
wall
because you're an idiot.
So basically, to deal with the creepy manager, report him to HR, find a new job, get transported to a new division, whatever you gotta do. But
You mean transferred?
they don't teleport you there. Get teleported.
Get transported.
Get in your jet. Get in your rocket ship that they have in all business places, and transport yourself.
Get in Taylor Swift's jet. Go to the kitchen.
Taylor Swift going downstairs for a midnight snack. Someone did a flight simulation of her shortest flight that she takes like regularly for tours or whatever. It's literally 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's from one point of California to the next.
I'm like, bro, are you kidding me?
It's like going from like Sacramento to San Diego or something like that.
Just crazy.
Yeah, it's super wild.
Yeah. You know, maybe if we put Helen Keller in the seat of that plane, all our problems would be solved. You know, the one who lost herself at sea? Taylor Swift at sea.
You're thinking of Anne Frank, but yes.
Maybe if you put Caitlin Clark in the seat. I don't know women. So, Joe, what do you do to deal with the creep manager?
I mean, you want a serious answer or not so serious answer?
Nah, you always give a serious answer. Go for it.
Report him to HR.
Yep. Report him to HR. Nice.
Graffiti the building and make sure his fingerprints are on the can that was left behind.
Graffiti the building and put his name is a big poo-poo head idiot from
Frame him for murder.
Whiskey and tummy time.
Yeah, whiskey and tummy time. Exactly.
Solves everything.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna read all the questions because
Tell
I
him-
want them.
Tell him no, he's beating a naughty boy.
No, creepy manager.
And also, I think it's privilege because we just assume that it's a he, you know?
yeah. Well, if I had a creepy woman manager and I wasn't married, I'd be like, yeah, be creepy. I wouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
I make that face too much around you.
Yeah, which is crazy, by the way, because it's things that you would maybe say on a different day.
Nuh-uh.
Like, I would let her ruin my life. It's a creepy manager is something you would say.
You know those montages of beautiful inmates that's going around Instagram?
So it's crazy is we have the same For You page. I do not recognize that. That is a different side of whatever.
That there was one I saw today where it was like this person murder, you know, aggravated assault, DUI, and they're all just like 10 out of 10. So I sent that.
You sent this to me before.
Yeah, I sent that to another friend today, and I was like, about to get in a dangerous situation for love.
You can attempt to murder me. So
yeah, I've dated the other side of crazy. Maybe this one makes sense.
yeah, and maybe you get lucky and you are the one for them, and then you just become that Clive, Bonnie and Clive.
Did you say Clive with a V?
Yes.
Not Clive.
Bonnie and Clive?
Bonnie and Clyde. There's a D.
No, it's not. No, it is Bonnie and Clive.
No, it's not.
No, you are not doing this to me. I'm Googling this right now. No, hold on. I'm going to look it up. Bonnie. I put Goonie. Oh, no. Goonie and Clyde. Clive is so stupid.
Bonnie and Clyde.
I will say this. You're right. It's not Bonnie and Clyde.
How?
But there is a 2024 movie called Bonnie and Clyde. So
How?
I've thought this for years. I've known about Bonnie and apparently Clyde since I was like way younger, like in my kid years, and I thought it was Clive.
I mean,
What?
how often have you referenced this? Because I really hope there's just like a bunch of people out there like, hey, remember when that one guy thought it was Bonnie and Clive and we didn't correct him?
A surprising amount of times is the amount of times I've probably referenced Bonnie and Clyde. Peps and Clive. I always thought his name was kind of lame. Clive, like it's like Bonnie and Clem. It's not very attractive, but Clyde's a little bit better.
Oh man.
What am I supposed to recover from that?
Oh man, that's so good.
Well, asked and answered, I guess.
That is so good.
That might be the dumbest I've felt in a while. I legitimately was convinced that it was Clive. Like, when you said, no, it's Clyde, I'm like, I'm going to Google this and show this idiot what an idiot he is.
I may be an idiot all the time, but I'm not a stupid.
I may be dumb, but I'm not an idiot. All right, well, shoot. So
You know, I think this next question came from someone named Clive. Want to go ahead and read it?
the I one?
Look, I might be trash boy, but at least I know Bonnie and Clyde.
Wow, that's brutal. You hate to see it. All right, Joe. So
Honestly, I love to see it.
this one's from Clive. This one's from Baldy and Clive. Where did the color in your eyes go when your pupils dilate?
Bonnie and Clive.
Boney and Clive. The color, your color in your eyes disappears. It goes on a little nice vacation, takes a little rest from being shiny and beautiful. At least for me, with my beautiful blue eyes. I'm 6'4", and it goes on a nice vacation.
My eyes are poop brown. I'm 5'10".
My eyes are poop brown. I'm 5'10".
I'm 6'4", horizontally.
Yeah, they go to the shadow realm.
I mean, obviously.
What do you think the eye colors do when they meet for their annual meeting about what, the politics of eye coloring?
A little bit of laughs, a little bit of love.
Do you think they segregate?
No, of course not.
What's the thing where you have different eye colors?
An anomaly. I don't know. Let me see.
Because I saw a meme where it was like, look, my dog has homophobia. And they have two different eye colors. Oh, man, that's so good.
Heterochromia.
Oh, yeah. My dog has homophobia. Look, my dog has homophobia. Yeah, so the color in your eyes, they go to the Council of Eye Color, and they discuss the politics, economic plans.
Oh, continue. What specifically?
What eye color do you think is the president?
What?
What eye color is the president? Not like what eye color does our president have, but like at these meetings, who calls to order? Who's the secretary?
Well, it depends. The general population president,
General population.
or like who would be essentially like the king?
The
Two
king.
different-
The king.
The king, blue eyes,
Let's go.
because they're referred as like the most beautiful or whatever. But if we're talking voted into office, brown or hazel. The king, the blue eyes just pass it down through generations. The king.
So we're like Queen Lizzie, where we don't really have any power, but we just sit there and everybody's like, "Oh, she's so sweet," and then actual people run the government.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a kingship, then blue eyes would rule. But if it is like that, then sure, you can call yourself the king, but like the head of the Congress would be brown or hazel.
That's true. Green eyes are the court jesters. A little silly, a little goofy, a little wacky.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was
Sure.
that topic had tons in it. I don't know. They probably just like. Actually, that is crazy. I put that question on there because I was like, hey, we could make a joke about the shadow realm, but then I'm like, what actually does happen?
What eye color does Gorlock the Incredible have?
Green. Because he's all about that money. He's all about the money, money, money.
We don't need to do this.
Come on, we got to do our sing-along episode. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the...
Heterochromia.
Forget about homophobia. Go when your pupils dilate.
Oh. Is heterochromia due to inbreeding?
What? What? This doesn't answer anything. Oh, I hate this AI. It says when your pupils dilate, the eye color doesn't go anywhere. The colored part of your eye, called the iris, remains the same color, but the black pupil simply takes up more space within the iris.
You see the black people?
Pupil.
Oh.
Okay, but that doesn't answer it because it has to go somewhere. Or is it just like layers where is the pupil in front of the eye color? Because in that case, then it just gets bigger and just covers it up. It's behind. So the eye color goes behind the pupil?
The eye color doesn't go anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. If you look very close up, picture your eyes, you can kind of see what's going on. The fibers simply move or squish when the pupil dilates. So basically, like the pupil gets bigger, but then the eye colors just like squish together. Mm-hmm. So they move outside.
No, they might shrink, but they don't move anywhere. Because the pupil's just dilating, right? So it's moving out, which means the outside of it just shrinks.
It's like when I'm standing in the center of a crowded room and I fart.
Sure, Pumbaa. Sure.
And then everybody else goes out. Ew, eyes are freaking weird looking.
There's no link between inbreeding and heterochromia because not associated with a lack of genetic diversity. However, did you see that Conan is 100% Irish?
No, that makes sense.
Want to know how you can be 100% of something?
How? Inbreeding?
Generations of incest?
That makes sense. Conan's kind of a degenerate.
because like there's no matter what two people, there's gonna be a different genetic makeup. Mm-hmm. If you're 100%, that means literally like purebred stuff.
Well, isn't it possible though that there were like just Irish family that started both and they both happened to marry in family?
I don't think so.
Or not in the family, but in like the country. I mean, the odds of that are low, right? There's got to be at least a little bit of, cousin touchy happening. But,
I'm looking it up.
It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. What's the song I'm thinking of? We're going down in the middle. Sugar, we're going down swinging. We don't need another one.
It's virtually impossible to be 100% one genetic makeup because humans naturally mix and interbreed. I mean, your DNA will always be a combination of ancestry from multiple sources.
A lot of gun cocktails, cayenne and bullet. Yeah, so Conan, you little freaky boy. Stop dating your sister, dude.
It doesn't mean he's doing it.
Oh. Hey, Joe, what happens to the snail when it touches you? And obviously, in case my viewers don't know, we're talking about the snail that it grants you eternal life, but whenever it touches you, you die. So, like, the strategy is, like, potentially, like, you fly across the world and you settle down, you live your eternal life, but you just never know when that snail's gonna find you. You might be comfortable for, even 5 to 10 years, but eventually that snail could just show up when you're sleeping.
I mean, what happens to the snail is naturally it dies too, right?
It's done its duty, right?
Exactly. It's fulfilled its goal.
I'm sure actually it wants to. It's trying to find you so it can die.
Yeah, being a snail sucks. How does a snail know where you are, though?
A snail always knows where you are. That's part of the rules.
How?
Brain have it in it like
snail small brain.
Snail has a tracker. I don't know. Part of the rules is that it does. Okay, it knows where you are.
Is that part of the rules, or is it just like?
I don't know. I'm making it part of the rules. I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is, but I could be wrong. The rules could just be like, because then it would be significant. The odds of it finding you could be significantly lower. But again, it's eternal. So like eternally, you have this like small little stress in your mind.
No, because I'm gonna live in a castle with a moat around it.
Bridge
never there. Bridge only there when I want it there.
Swim.
Snail no swim.
How do you? Is that true?
Pretty sure. We're using Google a lot.
This is every episode that we have any questions that pertain to anything factual. Snail swim, potentially?
Some snail swims.
Some snails swim, some snail swims, some snail swims, some snail swims. So this snail swims past your moat. Then what?
Well, I'm making sure that the snail can survive on both land and sea.
Like the snail in the question, or just like generally?
Well, because do you know what kind of snail it is?
I think it's just the snail.
Yeah, but not every snail can live in every sort of environment. So I would just find the environment it can't live in.
Oh, so you're saying like as a prerequisite, do you know what kind of snail it is? Mm-hmm. I think you don't know, but you can figure it out.
And on the inside of the moat, like where the bridge would be, just a line of salt. always keeping strapped with that salt.
That's solid. That's solid. Wait, can the snail die? Like, can you shoot it with long range artillery?
No. Snail doesn't die until you die.
So in this universe, you're like, but snail can't swim, but snail can survive bullet?
Well, because you made it a rule that
Alright,
the
fair
snail...
So snail can't die.
So snail can't die until you die. You don't die until snail kill you.
Wait a minute. So if it can't die, you said what about the moat? What's in it?
Oh, just put a bunch of salt.
Because they don't travel in salt, do they?
No. I mean, it could be like, Vampire Diaries vampire where, you die, you come back to life right away. It could be just like a ton of, like the snail can die, but like it always comes back to life.
That reminds me of the video with the guy with the spoons.
Oh.
Where he tries to, it's the spoon murderer. It's like the murderer and it's like this trailer, and it's like with the really ineffective murder tool, blah blah blah. It's like this really long title, and this guy with a really creepy face just follows you around with the spoon and tries to kill you, but just hitting you with the spoon. He will find you anywhere.
He's like, my spoon's too big.
I am a banana. Yeah. So, but when the snail touches you, the snail dies. You die.
I don't think there's any snails that do both land and water.
Would the snail touch you?
Would the snail touch me?
You.
Only if I wanted it to.
Wild. I know that. I know you didn't mean it that way, but man, oh man. Would the snail touch you? Only if I wanted it to.
That's not...
Freaky snail.
Snail. Oh yeah, no. Underwater snails are strictly underwater snails. They can't be underwater and
the snail
land. So moat.
But what if it crafts a tiny boat to go across the moat?
Yeah. Okay. Now you're getting ridiculous.
All right.
You're getting ridiculous now. This snail can't build boats.
Well, I think that about wraps it up, Joe. What do you think?
Oh, you're not gonna join in on the snail hunt?
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
My opinion. Well, knowing all that stuff, I feel rather silly. But here's the deal. I can't build a house or castle.
You don't have to build one. Just go buy one.
You're right, because this universe, I'm not just living by myself.
No, in this fake universe, I definitely have more money than I have currently.
Well, I mean, obviously. I would just, I've been watching a lot of Island Hunters on HGTV recently. I just buy an island. Which,
Boom.
by the way, when this question came up, Joe and I were not going to use it initially, and then we started arguing about islands. So that was me kind of copying his answer, but it's a good answer. I would just buy an island house.
Yeah, and you brought up a couple things. Like, it could go onto the boat that, because you're going to need supplies, right?
Dude.
Here's how you fix that. You don't just buy the island for yourself. You have farmers. You have like a whole community of people, so you can just live off the land.
I like how you were trying to think of different people, and you could only think of farmers. Then you went, and they're people.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, the most important thing is food, and
Yeah.
so you can just live off the land.
Joe, I didn't think about this though, because in this hypothetical universe, it was just me. It was just Godzilla versus Gorilla Man. And it was Snail versus me, and it was just us in this earth. He doesn't need to cross the moat. He just needs to sneak onto someone's leg and cross the moat with them.
I don't have friends that would come across the moat.
It doesn't have to be a friend. It could be one of your farmers. I fear the snail will win.
No, because you do this on the down low, right? So you have to be in one spot. Then you got to travel to make these plans. So the snails are going to be nowhere near you when you're leaving.
I fear the snail is smarter than you think, and it will get on plane with the person.
No.
I think what you do is
because a snail can only travel so far.
Salt plan, smart. You get two people. You give them a 20, both of them, $20. You say, find the snail, put salt around it. And then, while that salt's there, you have your finest team of scientists build a salt igloo that doesn't degrade. And you make a bunch of it and just surround it.
Actually, that's a good point. Just find the snail and put a bunch of rings of salt around it, and then you're good to go. You've got at least 20 years on that one.
But the salt degrade. But is the salt? Hold on. But is salt? But
Once a ton of pine.
dude, is salt dude, I don't. Is salt bio? Is salt bio? Is salt? Dude, what is happening? What is the word I'm trying to say?
Yes,
is
you'll
salt
need
bio.
You're looking for biodegradable, and
Whoa, dude.
you would need to refresh it, but you have a team of scientists for that.
Okay, is salt biodegradable? That wasn't. I can say that word. I just need my words.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need to make this deal in a building that you own, and you just need to build like basically a salt igloo around it, but it's a trap. It's like one of those meta jails from The Flash.
Snail
But
jail.
it's snail proof.
Snail jail. All right. Well.
Yep. Snail jail. Good job.
So, if you didn't know this, listeners, our podcast is biodegradable. If you stop the episode, it disappears. So, keep listening. Share it with your friends.
Follow our socials for when or if we post anything at this point.
We will. We just are really busy. I'm busy,
Listen.
man. I have a sick baby and a sick wife and a bunch of children that I'm taking places.
And I'm just sick.
All right. Good night.
Bye. Snailed it.